Okay, so this is what I found in February. It may not look like much, but I need to remind you, February only has 28 days. One of those weekends I was out of town, and it rained for several of those days here. So that really kind of impeded what I found in the way of volume. However, the quality is still kind of here. We'll start with some of the non-metal items. These are some Nike football gloves for kids. Found those just sitting on a bench in a park. Brought them home, washed them. My son really likes them, so that's a win. I found one of these before. I don't know still what that is. At first I thought it was like the inside of a golf ball or something, but it's super soft, so maybe it's like Nerf or something. I almost always find Nerf darts. A pen and a Lego. I find Legos quite frequently, just because you're looking down, you know. A CO2 cartridge. It's been used. Big old bolt. And then we're just kind of go anti-clockwise here. Here's a little headphone piece with those little magnets. I don't know if this is a piece for a headphone. It's a bit bigger. I wouldn't want that in my ear. It's pretty heavy. It might have some copper in it, or it might just be iron, I don't know. This is some sort of little motor, definitely has copper in it. And so this is kind of the copper area. Just a random piece of copper signage or something. First I thought that was part of a bullet, but and it might be a copper jacket from a bullet, and a copper nut. This copper rod I found in one of the parks downtown. This was all found in parks. Nice chunk of copper here. I could actually make something out of this. I plan on making a ring or two, maybe a couple rings out of that. But the rest of this copper I'm going to melt in the foundry. This here, I do not know what this is. It's kind of got sort of a nozzle look to it, like part of a hose, but it's got iron corrosion on the inside of it. So if you have an idea what that is, I would love to hear what it is, or even what you think it is. We could have fun with it. Here's the aluminum area. Found only three beaver tails this month, or in February of 2019. Little retaining clip of some sort, little washer, symbol or logo from a bike, part of a brake caliper, and valve stem cover. Those items, with the exception of the beaver tails, are going to get melted down in the foundry. Here we have the zinc Lincoln cents. So these are 1984 and later. These are the ones that were clean enough that I didn't have to do anything to. These are the ones that took a bath in the muriatic acid, because some of them were pretty badly corroded. Usually I leave these in for a few seconds. With this batch, I put them in, and then I started pulling some weeds in the backyard, and there's a cautionary tale if you leave zinc Lincolns in too long, they kind of break down if they're in too bad a condition. Some of these you can't really even tell what they are. Oh my goodness, they're actually falling apart at this point. So you could give them an acid bath and then whiz them off with the Dremel to see what dates they are and stuff, but don't leave them in too long. A few dimes, nickels, and quarters. Here are the copper pennies from February. Not many of them, but short month, out of town and rain. Here's our security section. A master lock that's been bolt cut. I think it's probably a lock from a drawer. That's probably brass or bronze. I can melt that too. And the keys. I always find keys. These were found pretty deep in a park, so I reckon they've been lost for a while. And this one I cleaned up with the muriatic acid and the Dremel Whiz. That looks quite nice. Probably melt it. There's the lead and brass, spent shot, one chunk of brass, and one actual sinker. This is an interesting item. These two pieces actually fit together, thusly. It's cast, and it kind of looks like the edge of some sort of a little bottle, maybe, or jar. But yeah, you can see that definitely fits on there. And yeah, cast aluminum, maybe? Tempted to say. Now the most interesting things. I found not one but two 2009 pennies. You don't find many of them. The mintage was low that year, and they had 4 different designs. Very cool. These got in with the other Zinkins, and they got cleaned. So they were in really bad shape. So bad that I couldn't tell what they were, but at least now I can tell what they were. And this is the best thing I found this month. 1954 D. Here's a D. Silver dime. I finally found silver. So I'm happy with that. I cleaned this one up. And a lot of people say, don't clean your coins. You know what? I guess I kind of do what I want. So I cleaned it. It looks a lot nicer now than it did. It looks like a dime now. It was super corroded. It was just black, and it had a white line right in the middle of it. But anyway, I enjoyed finding what I found. Didn't find that much in February, but I'm here to just give a little teaser for March. I already found nearly this much on the first day of March, or in the first weekend of March, that is. Because, yeah, oh, almost forgot the jewelry kind of stuff here. There's a little sterling piece with a hematite in it. There's a hat pin, gum ring. This isn't even metal, but a little fake locket. And these two pieces are identical. They got these little gems. Oh, one of them fell out. It's probably just glass. But I found those about 30 feet from each other in a park. So, kind of cool. I found 2 of how many? But anyway, that's what I found. So if you're a metal detectorist, enjoy the time that you spend out there. Greet everyone with a smile and fill your holes. And if you're new to it, you can find really neat stuff like this. So anyway, I'm glad you've watched. I hope you found it entertaining. And tune in next month, because I'm telling you, it's already bigger than this.